Hey guys, it's Joel Parshers Paintball. Today we've got a nice product review that we're going to be talking to you guys about. We've got the Empire Flo Basic Regulator from Empire Paintball. This is a nice budget-friendly option for somebody that's looking for a high-performing regulator. Make sure that you guys stay tuned and make sure, as always, like and subscribe if you guys are not already. We'll see you guys after the intro. Alright, so here we are. We've got the Empire Flo Basic Regulator. This is going to retail for a price point of $59.95, so really nice entry-level price point on the Empire Flo Basic. It is going to just be offered in that black colorway for that $59.95. If you want a different color regulator, you are going to have to move up to the Empire Flo Pro. The Flo Pro also does have a nice couple extra features, so make sure that you guys check out that video, the Basic versus the Flo Pro regulator. This is going to be $59.95. It does have this nice micro gauge on the side of it for 4,500 or 6,000 psi micro gauge. It also has low profile burst disc on the side of it, which is a nice feature that was even nicer than the stainer regulator from Ninja Paintball before they unfortunately went out of business, which is, in my opinion, what this is most likely going to replace. Another nice thing that I noticed was that on the fill nipple you actually already get a rubber cover for it, which is another nice feature of the Empire Flo Pro, just a nice little add-on. And the other thing I noticed is that it has this nice thick pin, that's what I was trying to say, as well as two O-rings there. So overall, very nice construction. It is going to be aluminum construction. Obviously, for that $59.95, you're not going to get like the stainless steel construction from a Powerhouse counterpunch regulator or something similar to that. But overall, nice regulator for a third of the price of what you would pay for the counterpunch. We are going to just take it apart for you guys here real quick and show you guys what it's all about. So there are two set screws on each side of the regulator that all you're going to do is back those out in order to adjust your output pressure on this. Another thing I'd like to mention on this is that the bonnet is on a fixed position, which basically means that you cannot adjust where your fill nipple and where your gauge lie on this. So when you screw in your tank to your marker, it is going to be where it's at. You're not going to be able to adjust it. Alright, so we've got the two set screws apart. The threads unscrew from the top. We're going to unscrew that there. It is a shim stack, so when you do this, you're going to want to be careful that you don't lose any of the shims. There is a manual out there that you guys can access in case the shim orientation gets messed up, but for the most part it's not very difficult from the shim orientation. Alright, there's the entire regulator there. Now we're going to take the piston here, the tip of the piston, that silver portion, and we are going to pull the entire reg assembly apart there. Now on the top here you've got your pin valve, is what I should say. We're going to set that to the side. You've got your piston here, and overall looks like a nice, good construction there. And one thing about this is you can't adjust the output pressure with this. So the way that we're going to do that is we are going to remove this gold portion on the bottom. We're going to set the piston to the side with the shim orientation. And we've actually already removed the HP shim, which is what you would have to pop out of this. But there on the back side of this, there's two spots for magnets which hold this shim into place that raises your output pressure from 500 to 800 psi. And then there's two holes here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take your Allen key and you're going to push that out. And it is still held in by a magnet, so you kind of have to hold on to one side while you push out the other. Otherwise, you will never get it completely out. I am going to put my shims back in the right orientation. There. Alright, set the piston off to the side. Alright, so as you guys can see here, it actually says LP right there. And when you have it from the factory, the HP shim is already going to be in place. So like I said, I've already removed it. But there you guys have it. That is how it's going to come from the factory with the HP shim. If you want to lower it down to 500 psi, which with most markers that is the case, I kind of wish that Empire shipped it with that shim and shipped it at 500 psi, because most players are going to opt to use that 500 psi output. But whatever the case may be, not very difficult to do this. Those magnets are super strong on this brass portion here, so you kind of have to really finagle it out of there. But once you've got it finagled out, it's not too bad. And then putting it all back together is not difficult either. And I really like the overall design construction of this and how they did this. I actually think I might prefer it even over how the Ninjas were designed. It just makes more sense. And then we're going to slide everything back into place here. And that's it, guys. That's all you're going to have to do to adjust your output pressure. And then if you want to maintenance your piston, it's going to be very simple. Just pull your piston out, put a new O-ring on your piston if you need to do that, or if you have to replace the piston entirely, it is very simple to take this regulator apart. We're going to screw this back into place here, and we're going to set our set screws. Okay, so there you have it. That is the Empire Flo Basic Regulator. Overall, impressed with it. I like the construction on the inside. I think that this is going to be a regulator that lasts you a good period of time, and it is coming in at a very appealing price point of $59.95. They are available here at punisherspb.com. If you guys would like us to do any more videos with this, any comparison videos, wherever the case may be, make sure that you drop in the comments. And as always, you know where to shop, punisherspb.com. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next time.